really is an awesome opportunity to highlight the improvements that your customers are making. It's really great internal marketing for your customers to showcase to their peers, their coworkers, and their customers or employees that they're taking proper steps to improve the indoor air quality in their space and their building.
Hi, it's Tony Verhoeven, and we're talking air filtration with Will Denton. He's the vice president of Joe Fly Company. Will is a certified air filtration specialist and also has his NCT1 and NCT2 certifications as well. Welcome. How are you doing today?
Good. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Well, what I wanted to do today is I wanted to talk about the Clean Air Award. NAFA has a Clean Air Award program, and it's really exclusively for our members to not promote themselves and not nominate themselves, but to nominate their clients, right? So many of you distributors and manufacturers are highly involved in building operations, right? Your equipment and your filters are, and you're in and out of these buildings all the time, and so you're doing some great work. And so now their air is clean and breathable, and now with COVID, it's probably protected, right? Because if you're using the right installation and the right filters, it's a safer place to be. So that's the idea, is recognizing facilities and your clients that have clean air. It's the Clean Air Award program. How did I do, Will? Is that a pretty good overall?
Yeah, I think that's a great kind of overall big picture of what the Clean Air Awards are. Really, like you mentioned, it's an opportunity for NAFA members really on the distribution side right now to showcase the improvements and willingness of your customers to improve their indoor air quality, focus on IAQ, energy savings, as well as all the other benefits that can come from air filtration. So it's something that, some people really know about, and some NAFA members probably don't know much about it. And it's something we really want to highlight and start discussing and get more involvement in from all the members. It really is a great program.
Right. So you guys, I think, sounds like you are planning on nominating 7 of your clients this year. And last year you had one of your clients who actually win this. So that's why I wanted to bring you on, because you guys are very well versed and take great advantage of the program. And hopefully many of our members will start doing that as well.
Yeah, no, it's really is an awesome opportunity to highlight the improvements that your customers are making. It's really great internal marketing for your customers to showcase to their peers, their coworkers, and their customers or employees that they're taking proper steps to improve the indoor air quality in their space and their building. And it also really highlights the benefit of being a member of NAFA and bringing that expertise to your client, and really being a solution sales and understanding what their pain points might be and where they want to improve, whether it's just their efficiency or if it's energy savings. Really through filtration, we can hit on all those aspects. And so what it does is, I just think it proves that you're doing something different. You're not just another Me Too company selling a product. You're trying to make improvements for your customer and improve a good partnership.
Absolutely. All right. So that's a good overview. So now let's chat a little bit about last year's award winner. Last year's award winner was Texas A&M. Imagine that's a huge facility, multiple buildings, right? And some big spaces there, I imagine, right?
It is. Yeah, it's one of our largest customers. And again, the award was through SSC, which is a facility management group that manages all the Texas A&M campuses here in Texas. And we focused on the College Station location, which is obviously their flagship university, the one everyone's most familiar with. And I mean, it's comprised of 250 plus buildings. And really, they have taken every proper step to improve the indoor air quality in their buildings. And not only for their faculty, but for the students. There's obviously a lot of studies out there that indoor air quality can affect learning and just overall, the health of the occupants. So A&M really has taken every proper step and gone above and beyond to improve their indoor air quality. And so, we improved the efficiency of the air filters they were using. We got them on a regular PM schedule. and really just have analyzed every air handler on that entire campus to make sure that the filters fit properly. We've eliminated air bypass. And so, they really take it seriously. And that has created a great partnership for us and SSC, where we're their trusted advisors to how to improve their filtration systems.
So let's talk a little bit further, a little bit deeper. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this nomination form, because we want people to really feel like, or not feel, but know that this is not a daunting process. You said something when we were just kind of getting connected. You said something about it's almost easy to, it's easy to get to the number of level of points that you need, right? What was that you said?
Yeah. So, we'll probably share the screen in a little bit, but, the criteria for your customer to be able to receive and qualify for a Clean Air Award is just getting a minimum of 52 points. And there's different applications and things that they can do to get a certain amount of points. And so when you look at this list, for us in the air filter business, this is just everyday common practice of how we, go to work. We want to obviously improve the indoor air quality of our customers. We want to figure out a preventative maintenance schedule with them. We want to make sure that they're using things like filter monitoring devices or gas phase filtration when needed, UV lights when needed. There's a lot of products that affect the indoor air quality of their systems that can get them points. And so it's really not very difficult for a nominee to win the award if you're working together, just improve their facilities, just a fraction of what they were currently doing.
And what does this do for like customer engagement, right? A customer is not going to leave you if you're super engaged and care about them. And so think about everybody wants the lowest price, but are they going to, what does this do for customer engagement, customer loyalty for you guys and for anybody, you think?
Oh, I think it's huge. The word customer gets thrown around a lot, but we always use the word partnership. Mm-hmm. Partners are people that really ride the waves with you. They're through the peaks and the valleys of a relationship. And so what that means is, you're going to go to bat for each other, and they know that you've got each other's best interests at heart, whether it's from the distributor side or the customer side. And so if we go in together and we improve their overall facility through air filtration, we've done a lot more than them just getting on the internet or going to a supply shop and buying a filter and putting it into their air handler. Again, through our NAFA membership and certifications that we obtain, we're able to go in and really analyze their current situation and offer improvements. And a lot of times you can actually, improve indoor air quality, improve efficiency, lower energy costs, lower labor costs, all while lowering material costs. There's a lot of ways to do that when you really go in and look at a facility as a whole. And so people might be surprised that they can get better air filters and save money. And so not only are they, improving their equipment's efficiency and better protecting their equipment, which we all know equipment's very expensive, but the building's occupants are better taken care of. And there's stats out there that say we spend anywhere from 85 to 90% of our time indoors, which is pretty sad if you think about it, but it's the truth. And so, the air we're breathing is conditioned, and we need it to be of high quality.
100%. Well, great. Let's look at the site here. I just brought this up here. You can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Fantastic. All right. So if you're listening to this on the podcast, because I am going to turn this into a podcast as well, so I'm going to tell you where to go. But otherwise, go to nafahq.org. Go to the drop down called Programs and click on Clean Air Award. And all the information that you'll need to review and submit that is here. So I'm going to open up, Will, the nomination form here. So we're going to look at that. And so help me, let's walk through this a little bit here. And you said it's like some of the things, if you're working through some of this and super engaged with your client here, getting to this to qualify is not really super difficult. So let's obviously name and title and facility. That's all good. But let's look at these criteria and maybe just kind of breeze or walk through a couple of these with me.
Sure. So, we can just run through these real quick and kind of just hit on what categories would get you points. So just improving the MERV rating of the filters that a customer is using, and most of us at NAFA understand it's the minimum efficiency reporting value, and that's basically how efficient the filter is in capturing particles out of the air. And so the higher the MERV rating, the more points you get. So if you upgrade a customer from a MERV 8 to a MERV 11, and they'll get 11 points. If you upgrade them to a MERV 13, they'll get 13 points. That's applied towards that 52 total. If the customer has a NAFA certified technician, an NCT on staff, they can get 10 points. If they have a yearly filter service contract through a NAFA certified technician service crew, they get 10 points. So for example, if our service department goes out and changes air filters at a facility, they would get 10 points because we have NCT service techs on staff. If they go as far as adding gaskets on their filters, trying to eliminate air bypass, they can get 10 points. Filters that have MagnaHelix gauges or filter monitoring devices can get them 10 points. If they keep a record of their filter change schedule, if they're monitoring and have a log of when their filters are getting changed out, it's 10 points. If they upgrade their filter system, it's 10 points. If they utilize gas phase filtration or carbon filtration, it can be 10 points. If they do duct cleaning, it's 6 points. If they have coil cleaning, it's 6 points, or UV lights, it's 10 points. And so if you just went through all the points that I added up, it's probably well over 75 or 100 points possible to score. So you don't have to hit every single category to get to 52. And one thing, Tony, we want to do on next year's Clean Air Award for 2021 is we want to get the manufacturers involved that are members of NAFA. Right now, there's currently not a category on the Clean Air Award that allows for points for manufacturers. So this is really a game just for the distributors. But if the manufacturers that are members of NAFA, let's say, for instance, if I use air filters or buy a filter housing or filter racks or clips from a NAFA member that's on the manufacturing side, that could entail some points for our customer as well. And so then we're bringing on some other NAFA members from the manufacturing side, and they're involved in the Clean Air Award program. And it just kind of ties it all together a little better. And so it's really exciting. The Clean Air Awards are really not utilized enough. And, we're guilty of it too. You get busy throughout the year, and there are years where we haven't nominated people, which is a shame because it's such an unbelievable marketing tool for NAFA, for the members of NAFA, and then for your customers, because your customers that receive these awards, they get a tombstone plaque that they can put up in their main lobby. They can get some national recognition or local recognition in paper. And then obviously all the people that come in and out of their buildings know that they've gone above and beyond probably the buildings around them. So it really is neat. And for customers to get these awards, they have to be presented through NAFA members. So it's a great incentive to join NAFA. Just alone to have the opportunity to give your customers these awards, because it's great marketing for them as well. And it's not snake oil. I mean, the steps they took to get the award really did improve their indoor air quality and provided a safer environment for the building occupants.
Yeah. I'm a layperson, and I just look at that list, and these are just best practices that I know you guys do, right? These are probably 90% of these things most of our distributors already do when
Absolutely.
They're going into a facility, right? And so by going through your list of services, I would imagine that NAFA members have hundreds of clients already that are already doing this. They just need to kind of document it. Absolutely,
yeah. And again, you talked earlier about it kind of really for customer retention and strengthening that partnership between distributors and customers. I think it's everything. It's your competitors maybe are doing this, maybe they're not, but don't be the one that's not.
Yeah, 100%. I think we'll leave it at that. That's a really good thought, Will. Well, thanks so much. I appreciate it. I wanted just to highlight that. I appreciate your help and time. Will is also the chair of our membership committee as well. So I know that he and other good folks of Joe Fly Company have been highly involved at the organization. So as a member, don't just pay your dues, right? Pay your dues, but also get involved. Right. Join the committee. and make sure that you roll up your sleeves, because there's a lot of ways to get involved and get a lot of, like you said earlier, will the return on the investment of that, and that is by sticking your nose into it. This get involved and help us out and help NAFA go.
We appreciate it. Yeah, and again, we learned so much from our peers, and unfortunately, we hadn't been able to get together in person at some of the NAFA events this year. But it's such a great organization to learn. The industry is always changing and evolving, and we're always learning from our peers, others, alike across the country. So that's your ROI right there.
Well, thanks, Will. I appreciate your time. I'll let you go and have a nice weekend. This is Tony Verhoeven and Will Denton for Talking Air Filtration. Thanks so much.
All right, Tony. Thank you.
For more information about how the National Air Filtration Association's membership, networking, education, and certifications can improve your career and business, visit nafahq.org.